Why do American expats want to retire from a first world country to a third world country? It's a question that, honestly, gets to the heart of why so many American expats are trading life in the US for countries like the Philippines, Thailand, Mexico, or Vietnam. On the surface, it might seem like a downgrade, but for many retirees, it's actually a huge upgrade in quality of life. Here's why. Cost of living is way lower. Living in a third world or developing country often means your retirement dollars stretch much further. A modest Social Security check in the US might barely cover rent, but in places like the Philippines, you can live comfortably with house help, eat out regularly, and enjoy beach views, all on that same check. Laid-back lifestyle. Many developing countries have a slower, less stressful pace of life. No hustle culture, no corporate rat race. People smile more, take life as it comes, and enjoy simple pleasures, something retirees really crave after decades of work. Warm, friendly people. In many developing nations, especially in Southeast Asia and Latin America, locals are incredibly hospitable. Americans often say they feel more welcomed abroad than back home. Building connections, even at an older age, feels easier and more genuine. Let's be real. Some older American men find love abroad, especially in countries where age and financial stability are seen positively. They may feel invisible back home but respected and valued abroad. Many end up in happy relationships or marriages with younger local partners. So, if you're tired of harsh winters or just bored with the same old routines, think about this. Countries like the Philippines or Costa Rica offer sun, beautiful beaches, mountain retreats, and endless travel options, all at just a fraction of what you'd pay back in the States. And surprisingly, private healthcare is often excellent and really affordable in a lot of these developing countries. For example, a doctor's visit might only set you back about $10 and medications are way cheaper. Even surgeries can be done affordably and honestly, pretty safely. When it comes to real estate, it's actually pretty accessible. Buying or renting a nice home doesn't mean you need a massive retirement fund. Just $500 a month can get you a beachfront condo or even a house up in the hills. I mean, compare that to rent in California or Florida and well, it's really no contest. Escape from US problems. Some retirees are just really disillusioned with life back home. Rising crime in urban areas, political and cultural divisions, high taxes, or even complicated healthcare systems. So they start looking for a fresh start in places that feel safer, calmer, or maybe just a bit more traditional. Reinvention and adventure. Retirement isn't the end, it's actually a new chapter. Living abroad gives retirees a chance to reinvent themselves, try out new hobbies, explore different cultures, and finally live the life they've always dreamed of. Let's add specific examples like Americans retiring in the Philippines or Mexico, or even some personal stories to bring this even more to life. So let's bring this to life with realistic expat examples and stories from some of the most popular retirement spots where Americans are trading in their so-called first world life for something simpler, warmer, and often more fulfilling. John retired in the Philippines. He moved from Ohio to Dumaguete City, a quiet coastal university town. At 67, John was a widower living alone on Social Security, and honestly, rent, food, and healthcare in Ohio were just draining him. He heard about Dumaguete and decided, well, why not try it for 3 months? Fast forward 2 years and now he's renting a 1-bedroom bungalow with a garden for just $250 a month. He's found a Filipina partner who genuinely cares for him. These days, John enjoys beach walks, karaoke nights, and even teaches basic English to local kids. I never imagined I could feel young again at 67. Here, I feel seen, not forgotten. Linda retired in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. She went from Seattle to San Miguel and, as a 63-year-old retired art teacher, Linda felt pretty isolated after retirement. She longed for color, culture, and creativity in her life. After visiting San Miguel once, she instantly fell in love with the vibrant art scene and the welcoming expat community. Now she paints every day and sells her artwork at local fairs. She lives in a cozy home with a rooftop view, paying less than what her Seattle utilities used to cost. Linda's made friends with locals and fellow retirees from all over the world. Retiring here wasn't about running away. It was about finally living my dream. Rick retired in Chiang Mai, Thailand. He moved from Arizona to Chiang Mai after years as a military veteran, just burned out from dealing with all the US bureaucracy and those rising healthcare costs. Rick had PTSD, but he found real peace in Chiang Mai's calm temples, affordable therapy, and that slower pace of life. So what changed? He now gets monthly massages and therapy for under $100. He eats fresh, healthy Thai food and has lost 30 pounds. Rick's part of a local expat hiking group and volunteers at an animal shelter. Thailand gave me back control of my life and my health. Samantha and Dave are a retired couple who made the big move from Florida to Grecia, Costa Rica. They wanted to retire early but just didn't have the savings to make it work back in Florida. Then a friend suggested they check out Costa Rica. Now they live up in the highlands where the weather is like spring all year round. They grow their own veggies, get to enjoy ecotourism, and live pretty comfortably on about $2,000 a month. They've built friendships with both locals and other international retirees. As Samantha and Dave put it, "We're not missing the US suburbs, this is our dream retirement." So here's the big takeaway from their stories. These retirees didn't just settle for less, they chose a different version of more. More time, more connection, more meaning, and more peace. Now let's talk about the top 7 best countries for American retirees, and why they stand out. These countries keep coming up in retirement forums, expat blogs, and migration data, and honestly, for good reason. Alright, so, the Philippines. Why do so many people choose it? Well, for starters, you've got warm weather, English-speaking locals, beautiful beaches, a low cost of living, and, honestly, a culture that really respects elders. Some of the top spots you might want to check out are Dumaguete, Cebu, Bohol, Tagaytay, and Subic. And hey, as a bonus, it's pretty easy to find companionship, there's a strong expat community, and private healthcare is really affordable. Next up is Mexico. So, why Mexico? It's close to the United States, the food is just excellent, the towns are vibrant, healthcare is modern, and the cost of living is low. If you're wondering where to settle, some of the top spots are San Miguel de Allende, Lake Chapala, Merida, and Puerto Vallarta. Oh, and here's a bonus. Many retirees actually drive down in their own car and keep ties to the United States, which is pretty convenient. And now Thailand. Why would you consider Thailand? Well, it's got a rich culture, excellent healthcare, affordable living, and honestly, the food is just incredible. If you're thinking about where to live, Chiang Mai is great for peace, Hua Hin is perfect if you love the beach, and Bangkok is all about that big city energy. Plus, as a bonus, you can get monthly visa extensions and enjoy low living costs without sacrificing quality of life. Panama. So why consider it? The Pensionado visa is really tailor-made for retirees, offering discounts on everything from flights to medical bills. And hey, the US dollar is accepted. Some top spots to check out are Phuket, which has a cooler climate, and Panama City if you're looking for modern city life. Ecuador. Why does it stand out? Well, you get great weather, affordable healthcare, stunning mountain towns, and a very low cost of living. The top spots here are Cuenca and Loja. And as a bonus, there's a strong artistic and intellectual expat scene. Costa Rica. Why is it popular? It's all about that pura vida lifestyle, peaceful, eco-friendly, and just full of natural beauty. Some top spots include Grecia, Atenas, and Tamarindo. Plus, you get political stability, excellent private clinics, and truly welcoming locals. Portugal? Why? Well, yes, this is a first world country, but it's definitely worth adding to the list. Portugal is safe, affordable by European standards, and it offers a residency path for US retirees. Top spots include the Algarve, the outskirts of Lisbon, and Porto. Plus, you get access to all of Europe and excellent healthcare as a bonus. Quick guide how to prepare for retiring abroad. So, here's a fast checklist for making the leap. So, first things first, research your dream destination. It's a good idea to visit as a tourist, join expat Facebook groups and forums, and honestly, watch YouTube expat vloggers to get a real sense of daily life. Next up, check your visa options. Retirement visas can really vary. Some require proof of income, like for example, $1,500 per month. health insurance, or even bank deposits. By the way, the Philippines and Panama have some of the easiest retirement-friendly visas out there. Sort out your finances before you make any big moves. Know your monthly budget, have backups for emergencies, and use international banks or services like Wise or Revolut for easier transfers. Also, try before you buy. Don't rush into buying property right away. Rent first, explore different neighborhoods, and live like a local for a few months to see what really fits. Healthcare planning is super important. Check out private hospitals, consider international health insurance, or even pay-as-you-go options. Many developing countries actually offer Western-trained doctors for much less. And to stay connected, keep your US mailing address or get a virtual mailbox. Use apps like WhatsApp, Zoom, and Google Voice to keep in touch with friends and family back home. VPNs are really helpful for accessing US services while you're abroad, and it's a good idea to learn the local culture, and even the language. Even just knowing a few basic phrases goes a long way. Always respect local customs and traditions. Honestly, being a kind and respectful foreigner opens so many doors.